Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront updates and some more Star Wars Battlefront 2 news. This news comes from a mix of sources such as actually the EA Star Wars Twitter account, and I gotta say that it was quite a long while since I actually got some news from that source, so I'm glad they're back up posting some new stuff. First off, we have confirmation that Paul Blackthorne is going to be one of the actors in the campaign in Battlefront 2. To be more exact, his character is called Gideon Hask and is one of the members of the Inferno Squad, so we will most likely hear more about him in the book that is coming out in June as well. But the interesting thing here is that a lot of you might recognize Paul Blackthorne because he's one of the actors from Arrow, among other movies and series. I personally didn't recognize him, but when I put up my behind the scenes trailer, a lot of you reacted and said, "Hey, isn't that Paul Blackthorne?" And I honestly had no clue who it was, but after some research I figured out he's one of the main actors in Arrow among other series that I've somehow managed to miss. And the EA Star Wars account also confirmed that the ship that we can see in the trailer, the Raider class corvette that is Inferno Squad's ship, is called Corvus. So we now have a name for it, as saying Raider class corvette or Raider class Imperial corvette is quite long. Now simply call it Corvus. Moving on, we have some details regarding REY's ability modifiers. As you know, if you look on the pre-order pages, there's a couple of things you can note. If you get the deluxe edition, you get an upgrade pack for each class. And I have talked about this previously and will go a bit more in depth in another video. But if you look on the pre-order bonus, it lists the Last Jedi themed looks for Kylo and Rey and a bunch of epic ability modifiers for the Millennium Falcon, for Rey and Kylo Ren. And the interesting thing is that it says 2 epic ability modifiers for Rey with enemy mind control. So that gave us an idea that one of her abilities is going to be some sort of mind control. However, EA Star Wars tweeted out saying that scramble enemy powers using Rey's epic ability modifier when you pre-order. So this sounds like a completely other ability to me, and it might be that second ability modifier that is mentioned on the page but never described. I mean, scrambling enemy powers and mind control doesn't really sound like the same ability to me, so I think those are 2 separate abilities that will be available for Rey. I mean, mind control makes a lot of sense. We can see her controlling that First Order trooper on Starkiller base, so I'm assuming it might be something similar to that, but I'm not really sure how that would work in multiplayer. That's quite tricky to figure out. But in terms of the scramble, it could be something maybe similar to Lando's disruption, but a little bit more force-based instead of being like a disruption charge that you pop from your bracelet or whatever Lando does in the current game. So it doesn't really sound like they are working on some pretty unique force abilities, and we won't just be seeing the standard saber throw, force push, force pull and that kind of stuff, but hopefully they are making the different lightsaber wielders quite unique from each other, because that was my worry, that they would be like the original games where we have like, I don't know, 10 lightsaber wielders, if not more, but they all feel pretty much the same abilities, same combat. But hopefully that is not the case with this game, because obviously it's like 12 years from the original, and that puts a lot more pressure on them to make some good lightsaber combat, some unique abilities and so on. They did do a good job with that in the current game though. Although we only had 2 lightsaber wielders, I gotta say that every hero they released really did feel like a new hero. They had unique abilities, they didn't just copy paste from previous abilities, and I have quite high hopes for the heroes in the next game. And moving on, I wanted to mention another thing regarding these pre-order bonuses and the actual deluxe edition bonuses, because those sound quite good, like epic ability modifiers, upgrade packs for all classes. However, Christian, one of the designers on Battlefront 2, responded to a tweet saying that yes, you can unlock them all in-game. So this confirms that no, this is not exclusive content to the deluxe edition and the pre-order, which I'm really glad to hear about, as that would have been extremely frustrating if you for some reason couldn't or didn't want to pre-order, and then you're stuck never being able to get those abilities or weapons. The only worry still is that these upgrades or abilities will be a lot more powerful than everything else in the game, such as the DL44 that you got in the deluxe edition of the previous game. But I hope they have learned a lesson from that and make these, sure, they gotta be a little bit better than normal stuff, otherwise it's kind of pointless. But hopefully not to the point where it just get annoying, where everyone with the deluxe edition can kill everyone else. So it seems like the only exclusive things you will get for the pre-order right now is the Last Jedi themed looks for Kylo Ren and Rey, which is completely fine. I really don't care if they add cosmetic stuff that doesn't affect the gameplay, that is exclusive for pre-orders or deluxe edition. But that is all for this video. If you're interested in more Star Wars Battlefront 2 news and coverage, make sure to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.